Well, it looks like cooler weather is on the way. What can we kind of expect?
Flooding rainfall, even here in Albuquerque. Very likely a flash flood watch now issued by the National Weather Service. So not only including the burn scars in the mountains, but yes, the Rio Grande Valley. 12:17 right now on this Tuesday afternoon. It is very muggy, so plenty of rainfall in these areas. Arroyo flash flooding, burn scar flash flooding, and even some street flash flooding from many of these areas, and does include even parts of the Santa Fe area. Low to mid-level clouds migrating eastward, bubbling up into thunderstorms in the northern mountains as well as in the west mountains. A few storms in southeastern Mexico, far eastern Mexico, mostly rain-free, as well as here in the Rio Grande Valley. But looking atop Wolf Creek, Colorado, you could see stormy clouds off in the distance. 53 degrees, 71% humidity, so very damp conditions in the San Juan Mountains. Also very damp to stormy conditions in the northern Sangre de Cristo Mountains of New Mexico. Storms popping up in the Jemez Mountains as well as in the Sangre de Cristo Mountains. We're keeping an eye on the Hermit's Peak Calf Canyon burn scar near Mora in Las Vegas. A flash flood warning could be imminent. I think that will be a little bit later on around the Ruidoso area. Maybe a very light rain shower forming. There's a light rain shower now, a rumble of thunder just to the east of the Sacramento Mountains near Hondo as well, a lone shower and storm, as well as a storm north of White Sands getting close to Three Sisters. So a few storms already popping up. Our monsoon meter, a 7 out of 10, so a stormier day. Storms moving to the north and then to the north-northeast. Flash flooding, again, more likely across the Land of Enchantment. It's still pretty cool in the northern valley floors. 71 in the San Luis Valley there in Alamosa. 82 in Santa Fe. Warmer compared to Albuquerque at 80 degrees. It's not going to warm up that much more today. 72 Ruidoso. 91 Roswell and Carlsbad. 90 in Hobbs and Clovis. 86 in Clayton. East New Mexico also not warming up that much more because of thicker clouds and moisture, even if it doesn't rain. So warming up a couple more degrees in Roswell. Meanwhile, upper 80s in Albuquerque, that's it. Low to mid 80s, that's it in Santa Fe. So again, not warming up that much more, as well as in the Northern Valley floors there in Taos as well. Gallup and Grand Sacramento in the 70s later this afternoon, and most of the day in Silver City in the upper 70s and low 80s. And that's because of storms already popping up around the Gila National Forest, as well as in the San Juan Mountains like we just saw. In the Ruidoso area, flash flooding will become imminent within the next couple of hours. We're likely going to see that in the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, Silver City. In the Rio Grande Valley, storms will move and migrate toward the Albuquerque metro around midnight before dissipating after midnight with leftover showers across our viewing area. The amount of rainfall that we'll see likely exceeding a quarter to a half an inch in Albuquerque through tomorrow, as well as around the Ruidoso area. The Las Vegas Mora area, potentially more rainfall compared to what this model is depicting, as well as Raton in Silver City and Carlsbad. So a good amount of rainfall, plenty of moisture moving in, but as this high pressure weakens, a lot of that moisture will move to the northeast. So tomorrow the storms will migrate farther toward the north and east. So Durango, we will be seeing a reduction in temperatures, then heating up and drying out as we head into the later parts of the weekend, including Alamosa, Chinle, Cuba, and Grants. Temperatures not warming up that much more until later this week into the weekend, hotter and drier. Most of the storms near Camado, Deming, and Alamogordo. So turn around, don't drown, avoid flooded roadways and the burn scars. Of course, listen to local officials because Ruidoso, we're expecting flash flooding, cloudcroft only in the 60s. And the flash flooding storms may start to pop up in the next few hours, already isolated storms. Roswell, by the way, 100 by the weekend with drier weather. But Las Vegas and Mora, again, we're keeping an eye on the radar. Temperatures only in the 70s and 80s today. In the northern mountains to Santa Fe, widespread thunderstorms. Won't be hotter and drier until late this week. Moriarty, Tijeras, Cedar Crest, to from Rio Rancho, Berlin, and Albuquerque. Temperatures a little bit below normal for some of you. Another good chance of rain tomorrow. And then there comes the sunshine and the hotter weather by Friday especially.
All right, good to see cooler weather, but we need to keep an eye on those flood watches.
Yes, we'll keep an eye on the rainfall. We'll take it, but just be safe out there.
All right, thank you.